All right, and we are back for another reaction. And today we are continuing the Eminence and Shadow, and I still don't know like what's going on really. Um, I had a bunch of predictions with episode one. They're still kind of like possible with episode two, but with episode one it was more like an episode dedicated to the girl, and now episode two is an episode dedicated to the guy. And like for the most part, so my prediction was that we were gonna see two perspectives, like her like thinking she's the main character of like a shoujo anime or something like that, and then he's thinking he's the main character of like an isekai uh or something like that. And that it would just be like their dual perspectives kind of like colliding until like one of them, or maybe they both had to like dissolve and all that kind of stuff, which would make like a lot of room for growth, a lot of hilarious situations. But like one of the things that I noticed when I was clicking on episode two, I caught like a brief glimpse of some of the key visuals, like the previews or whatever, for the next episodes, and it looks like we're kind of in this fantasy world for the rest of the at least few episodes, which kind of makes me think that it's not the dual perspective thing, and that there's actually something going on with like a fantasy world, that there might actually be an Eminence and Shadow sort of thing. We don't know. It's still not for sure. It could still just be the two perspectives, and then they just happen to all like be the fantasy world key visuals for the next episode. But we'll find out soon enough. Last episode ended on a kind of cliffhanger, so we got a huge backstory on the guy, how he was reincarnated as a baby with his knowledge from his previous life, and he has like all these kind of like edge lord like shadow abilities. He has his own harem, and all that kind of stuff. And we saw them stop. Well, his sister got kidnapped. He had like an older sister, like a prodigy sort of a character, and she was kidnapped. They went to save her. They defeated the villains, and the episode ended with like him and his harem on a top of a castle during the sunset, looking off, trying to be all like badass, like this city, and stuff like that. But I keep saying stuff like that. I don't know why. I think this is the first video where I've actually just said that nonstop or stuff like that. But the episode ended with the harem telling him that they were gonna have to leave, and I was under the impression that, like, initially, I was under the impression that it was just gonna be like for the night, like maybe that's something that happens every night. They disappear and then they come back the next morning or whatever, and he kind of didn't seem to take it very well. Like the last, I want to say the last thing we saw was his eyes kind of grow like hecka wide and stunned. I was like, what? It's sort of like he didn't see that coming at all. So it might be that they're not leaving for a while. It might be that they're leaving forever. For what reason? We don't know. But yeah, I'm excited to find out. Like this series is like straight up hilarious, man. The English dub, like I don't know if it would be hitting the same if I was watching sub, but the English dub is just like peak garbage, like the good kind of garbage, the cliche over the top, but it knows it's over the top and it like plays into it, and it's just, oh man, it's so like, it's like horrible voice acting, cringy dialogue, but it's still like holding itself well enough for it to land, if that makes any sense. But yeah, let's just jump into another episode. This is going to be episode 3 of The Eminence and Shadow. Okay, so the episode's titled Fencer Ordinaire. And okay, are we gonna get some answers for last episode? Oh, here we go. I don't understand what's going on. So that was him that killed himself, but he seemed absolutely crazy. Okay, so we just okay. I was gonna say we just finished watching the intro, um, again, and it does play to like my theory, and especially what we that little bit that we just saw in the beginning of the episode, where like That was him. Like he was going crazy. Like he was smashing his head in, and then he voluntarily, you know, died. Like he iced himself. And that also goes with my theory of him just having like this imagined like fantasy world. I don't know what happened. Maybe he just couldn't take it anymore. He had like a oh my god. See, that's what I'm saying with the English voice acting. Just it sounds like a demon ripping his soul out. I don't even want to try to imitate that. I don't want to hurt your guys' ears. Dude, what's up with my headphones, man? The audio keeps breaking. Whoa, is this real? Wasn't he like hella like OP an episode ago? Like he was flexing his shadow powers everywhere. He was doing whatever he wanted, stomping whoever he wanted, and now where's all that? Where's all that bravado? He was like manipulating girls left and right, and what happened? I'm confused. Or is every episode gonna like do like a different sort of like cliche where like episode 1 was rom-com, episode 2 was isekai, episode 3 was like battle school, next episode's gonna be um enemies to lovers, the episode after that I don't know, something else. Oh, so then she wasn't intentionally copying him, that's like literally what she does. And they're why does she look so like evil when she says that? What does she have planned? I've decided to be his girlfriend. And a random southern accent. I gotta say, like his character design, it straight up reminds me of I forget his name, but the series I think was called Hyoka. Um, I remember like the girl was named Chitanda or something like that, but he's, I mean the guy. He's like, oh well, why didn't we talk money to begin with? Heck yeah, dude. No, that's what I'm talking about. Bro, I know for sure this episode is going to end with yet another sort of cliffhanger. Episode 1 was like the death. Episode 2 was them telling him like they're leaving forever. This has to have some kind of like hook or twist at the end because everything's kind of going like super well. Way too well. Something has to happen. Oh, is she using him? Yeah, okay. So she has like a thing for her teacher, I guess, and she's using that guy to try to make him jump. Oh man, I do have to say, the one thing that I've always hated, even when like I was first watching anime eating sounds, they are so just like nails on a chalkboard to me. It's so like cringy, like when they nibble on toast or this dude's licking like. I'm like, bro, what? Nobody makes sounds when they lick an ice cream. Like unless they're just like sort of like purposely intentionally gushing. What's wrong with her today? What? I think she's always been acting like that, right? Oh, here comes the backstory. Bro. This dub is horrendous. The voice acting is so bad. And it's so good. It fits it perfectly, man. Like if they were actual good voice actors and voice actresses, I think it would sort of like kill it a little bit, because then like it would make it seem like it's taking itself seriously. But the fact that they're all terrible voice actors, or they're being intentionally bad, that just adds like that's so good. That is vile and evil. Just like, dude. What the heck? Uh-huh. Uh, like what the hell, dude? I'm telling you, this this voice acting is so bad. I thought that was a teacher. I think they're just upperclassmen. Ask away, my dude. Whoa, why do you need to be wielding those swords to ask questions? What? Well, how though? You have like those crazy shadow powers. Okay, so that was Eminence and Shadow episode 3, and I am still so confused. What happened to his shadow powers? How come we didn't see it at all to like this episode? He was hella flexing it the episode before, and his real world self was like flexing whatever he thought he had in episode 1, and in here in episode 3, like not only did the shadow hand thingy go away, but like his bravado went away, and now he's like hella loathing himself, like, oh, I'm nobody special, I'm nothing, and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, he still thinks he is, and it's just kind of like a weird mix. um Tropes all around as per usual: the dumb best friends, the haughty haughty, I guess, like, shoot, like the dominatrix school beauty, and fake relationship, cliche bully guy, um, who I thought was a teacher. I'm really surprised to see he's like just an upperclassman. But yeah, I mean, so we still don't know what I don't remember them saying last episode what his Eminence in Shadow campaign is. Is it to like enslave like like the biggest harem in the world, or I don't really know. I don't know why he couldn't go with some of his harem. Like they seem to be trying to accomplish like big things. Like, wouldn't you also want to accomplish big things? Does that not help out your Eminence and Shadow campaign? I don't know. I don't. Is there a plot? Like, are we just gonna get like a different vibe episode? Like every episode? Yeah. I don't know. Like, why? How is he in big trouble? How? We saw him be like hella OP, and now he just chooses not to be, or is it gone? What the heck happened with him in the real world? Is all of this just like his crazy little flashback before like the truck hit him? I don't know, dude. How come he's not as crazy as he was in the real world if he was reincarnated? So many questions, man. Like, ah, man. So this episode actually didn't end on a twist or a hook like the other ones did. A little bit disappointing, but I mean, I'm still excited to see more. Man. Another thing was this episode actually wasn't as funny as the other ones too. Hopefully the comedy comes back. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode of The Eminence in Shadow. Please like and subscribe for more reactions. I also react to other anime series, movies, shows that I'm watching. If that's another thing, I stream regularly on Twitch at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you need some background noise while you do chores, homework, or try to figure out what the heck The Eminence in Shadow is, um, I'm very good at talking to myself. But if this is all you see me, my name's Adam. Thanks for checking out Jupiter Machine. And as always, steal credit cards, hurt your loved ones, plant some flowers. Until next time, buddy. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.